Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is episode 19 of our Timberborn playthrough. If you guys are new to this series, definitely check out some of the older videos. Subscribe to stay up to date on this series as well as others. We will go through a quick recap of episode 18, and then we'll get into the video. Alright, episode 19. So, in the previous episode, we did a lot of work here in Oasis Atoll. We added in a series of water pumps and got it so that they are actually producing net positive amount of water. They are keeping us completely stable with water throughout this drought, it's been a 9-day drought and we haven't even dropped one tile. I'm hoping that with the additional dynamiting that we are doing, we will get to the point where we don't even get close to dropping a tile. That is the plan. I mean, my ambitious plan is to literally dynamite out this whole thing down to max depth. It's going to take a long time. I don't even know if we're going to get it done in, like, the whole playthrough. But we're going to try. Anyway, what else did we work on? We've been working on trying to aggressively grow our population. It's working decently well. We got only 8 vacancies now in Fall City. If we come over here to Hillview, we are sitting at 20 vacancies, which, you know, that's not great. But if you remember, these breeding pods were completely stalled out for quite a while. And we finally have some berries going now, which is outstanding to see. So hopefully that will help us to, get going a little bit. We also worked on our science district, mapping out some pretty extraordinary decorations and getting them some supplies and such, so that when we break it off, it'll be a nice place to live. And then we've been working on our forestry district. So the way that I'm going to approach both of these districts is I don't want to break them off until we have enough surplus, or let's just say at minimum a surplus population, because we've been running in a deficit of population for so long that I would like to get to the point, let's go to 3 times speed. I would like to get to the point where we can actually have enough people to do the jobs. Because if you look over here, we got so many jobs that aren't even filled. Now, granted, a lot of these farmers, not super necessary. But still, I mean, come on. Like, oh, it's crazy. Crazy beavers. Alright. Let's see what we're working on down here. Now, one thing that I do actually want to work on pretty hardcore today, if we go into it, is I want to really start to get the science district, more than anything, ready to go. And the reason for that, I will be right back. And I'm back. Anyway, I don't know if anybody heard that. There was a crying baby in the background. 7 months old. Very exciting, but he doesn't like to sleep. Anyway, as I was saying, I really want to get the science district up and running because I was kind of looking around the map before we started out, and I was trying to think of stuff that I wanted to do. One thing involved the 6x1 suspension bridge, which is 3,200 science. Another involved the efficient mine, which is 4,000 science. And then another involved the deep mechanical water pump, which is 5,000 science. So we are nowhere near ready to start unlocking any of those. We need to get our science district up and running. We have a few little science shacks down here, but this just simply will not do. Unacceptable. So we have standards after all. Talking about standards, let's go ahead and delete some of these paths here so that we can get a little bit more dynamite laid down in there, and that'll bring this whole thing down to max depth, which is very exciting. Okay, so it looks like all of this dynamite is laid. So let's blow this up. We can zoom out. Make it a little bit better to listen to, after all. And then we could go ahead and get another set of stairs down there. and fill this whole area in with dynamite. I do not know if they'll be able to reach this with those stairs. We'll see. We will see. Anyway. Oh, we just lost a tile's worth of water. And on the last day. Very interesting. Okay, I think we'll be completely fine. I mean, how long will these last? These will last 8 days. Can all last 9. Yeah, we're going to be totally fine. So let's get these water pumps all back up and running. And it will dip us even further into a workplace deficit. Yeah, 50 vacancies. This place has 9. Do we have a water pump with a vacancy? Oh, we do. All right. I think that's fine for now. Just because we're getting all these other water pumps up and running, so it shouldn't be a huge issue. But anyway, let's come over to Hillview, and I want to take a look. Do they have any builders? They only have 4. Those vacancies are so high. All right, let's do a little transfer. So we'll go. Let's send them 10 to Hillview. I think that should help. Yeah, so now we got some builders. And let's see, what are they working on? Yeah, don't work on the dynamite. You can come over. Let's work on the science. Let's work on the science. And by the science, I mean this totally useless series of buildings. Series of decorations for the science, yeah. Yeah, priorities. Okay. So we're starting to get some dynamite laid up here. We can go ahead and blow some of that. And why don't we come in here and prioritize just this last little bit of dynamite. Perfect. Okay. So this is doing good. I'm liking this forestry district. We do definitely need to get some stuff planted over here. And then obviously this forester is planting a lot over here. So we are doing pretty good. That's another district that we really need up and running. Water is starting to flow, which is good. Let's see, Hillview, got a ton of food. Falls City, ton of food. Pretty good amount of food in Oasis Atoll. I think that's an acceptable amount of food. You know, 500-ish for 18 beavers. I think that's a pretty fair amount. Okay, and this water should start to flow here now, any minute. So we do have the water starting to come through. So we definitely need to fill this back up. Because our pumps, they're going to keep running, you know. They're going to keep running all night. Or not all night, actually. They definitely will not run all night. Just all day. They'll run all day. Okay. I might just do a little strategic dynamiting in here. I'm just going to widen this a little bit. Just to try and help some of this water flow a little bit better and not completely flood everything out. I know that we're going to be missing out on a little bit of plantable space, but I think that that's going to be okay. I think that will be just fine. And we're starting to fill back up with water, which is great. And let's take a look now at how we're doing. Yeah, we're doing okay. Some of the science is getting built. So let's think about how we want this this to look. So are we going to put some roofs on here? Would roofs look good? Does that look good or does that look dumb? Kind of thinking that doesn't look good. Let's see. Science. All right. So let's the number cruncher. These do require power. All right. I'm going to give it a think. I also have to run and deal with the baby one more time. I'll be right back. All right, and I'm back. Man, 2 exits in about 10 minutes of video time. That is a pretty good rate. All right, so let's start mapping out this science district. I'm thinking that we'll want some platforms there, just as kind of a given. But how do we want to transition down from this? I don't know. Kind of thinking... I mean, we could be totally ridiculous and just, like, do a wall of shrubs. Is that completely ridiculous? Probably. Maybe. I don't know. I do not know. I feel like a wall of shrubs is pretty ridiculous. Let's undo that. I apologize for the repetitive nature right there. What if we put a couple houses up there? Do we need more housing? Could just leave it blank for now. You know what? I'm going to leave it blank for now. If you guys want to see like some excessive decorating in here, just let me know. I'd be more than happy to accommodate. You guys know me. I love the shrubs, but they do kind of expensive. 12 logs? 12 logs, it's actually not that bad. One thing that we do need... We need a beaver statue in there. Just like that. Alright, so let's see. We're going to have a district center right there. Okay, so if that is the case, this path is going to come one more, and then it's going to go over like so. So we'll have a district center right there. And then if we want number crunchers... Okay, yeah, they're too big. They're also very oddly shaped. So let's see. Do these take workers? Oh, these don't take any workers. These are just automated. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's actually very cool. Alright, so let's come in here. Let's get the number crunchers. Like so. And we're going to need some platforms like that. And then we'll do some platforms like that to fill it in. I don't know why, but just because. And then we can get another set like that. I am going to remove that one just so that they can build all of these. Just going to put in a temporary path like that. Planks, gears, metal blocks. Yeah, we have all of that. Okay, cool. So now, how are they going to get their power? I would love to route the power from over here. I have no idea how we're going to do that. But I would imagine that it will have something to do with this area here. Let me see. I assume I can't put these... Yeah, so I can put them on there. Can I... Oh, I can build under here. Oh, that's pretty cool. Alright, so what level would we need to get at for this to work? 1 level below. So we would need to get to there. And I fully acknowledge that this pretty much makes the entire building of the suspension bridge pointless. I completely understand that. But, however, that is not going to stop us from achieving greatness. And this is going to seem really dumb, but I want the levels to match over here. So with that being the case, let's follow this down. Let's go double. And then we go triple, triple, triple. Triple, triple, triple. Single. Triple, triple. Perfect. And now if we get the power, how are we going to get it down there? Down there will actually be pretty simple. So we're going to go down like that. Straight, straight. Take a turn. Connect that straight. So let's delete this one. Let's delete this one and this one. And let's get some stairs down here. Let's get something like that going. And then, yeah, we should be able to reach these. What I'm going to do, I'm going to delete that. As well as this one. Because I want them to be like that. And then we will come back in here. And we will put that back with the path. So let's prioritize all of that. Just to get that bridge reestablished. And now we're working on this stuff. We have no metal blocks, so that's okay. Those will wait. It's actually really bad for this, so we actually do need to get some metal. Luckily, I was kind of spying this metal facility over here, as well as a couple of these that we could run over and grab if need be. And I think need be has arrived. So let's just do a little bit of this. And we can... let's see, we can do that. So let's go with storage. We'll get a large pile, and this will be for scrap metal. And it will supply. And then if we go into our metal... we can do something like that. Yeah, that should totally work. Okay, so we got this platform going. So that should help with mushrooms. Unfortunately, we don't really have the farmer population, but I think we'll go ahead and get them in here anyway. So let's get 3. And these will be for mushrooms. And these will have medium-high workplace priority. So that will just give us an enormous amount of mushrooms coming in, and then we're gonna have to plant. We're gonna have to make some algae ones at some point as well. But that will come later. Okay. So let's prioritize just this little row of dynamite, just so that we can blow this up and be done with that section. And then our beavers are going to come up here and start to work on this. So let's prioritize. Let's prioritize all of this. Actually, yeah, you know what? I'm going to put that on all that on medium priority, just because then they can kind of start to work on it. Actually, not that stuff. Not the number crunchers themselves. Just because we kind of need to get the power going before we get the number crunchers, so... at least in my mind. So I'm going to put those on medium-low. Medium-low priority. You know, nothing to freak out about, but, you know, a good opportunity nonetheless. Okay, so waiting on our beavers to get over here. We do have 27 vacancies, which is pretty extraordinary. How are we doing on power? Yeah, more power than we need, so we can pause one of those. Still should be totally fine. Let's see. We're not quite maxed out on explosives, so I'm comfortable letting them, you know, keep going. With that, let's check on our forestry district. Okay, so we are getting there with the old forestry. Let's back some of those out. Get some dynamite in there. We can blow this up. We got rid of those trees. Completely, you know, legitimate. Obviously. And then we can go ahead and get some dynamite in there. And then, let's see, this guy's basically got everything planted over here, so we can start to get some oaks planted. All in here. Which will be good. That will be good. Okay, Hillview. Kinda... they're not really struggling on water. These are not full, but I have a tendency to believe that most of the beavers probably hit these right at the end of the day. Kind of my guess. Anyway. Kind of curious as to why these are not getting laid. They are maximum priority. And we do have... I guess they're coming up here to build these, which, you know, that makes totally no sense. When you think about it, let's lower the priority there. Yes, build the beaver statues, obviously. You know what? Yeah, just build the I completely agree. I completely agree with these beavers. You gotta build the beaver statues. Got to. You just got to. Okay, so everything is looking pretty good. Fall City is looking good. I just realized this could be... Oh, no it can't. We do that. I feel like we've done that before. Where we've tried to pause that. Realized that our fermenters would be out of luck if we did so. Alright, so we got some beavers placing some dynamite, which is great to see. One thing that we could do... Is there no power? Okay, perfect. One thing that we could do is we could add in our fermenters for the cassava over here. And if I were to get four of them, they would go something like that. Yeah. That is a little project that I would like to do at some point. Not sure if that point is now, but definitely at some point. Yeah, you know, I guess we could actually work on it. So let's get 4. And I am going to have to delete this shrub, because that's going to be the path that they take to get in here. So if we did something like that, and then we came in here, let's prioritize both of those. I probably shouldn't have destroyed those until I actually had the paths to fix it, but that's okay. So let's do something like that. And then we go back into our mapping out. We get some fermenters. One here, one there. One here, one there. We can actually go ahead and put our shrub back in. And then all we have to do is run a little path around here to link all of these together. And then we can add in some shrubs there. And then a large warehouse for the fermented cassava. And then we can also add in a storage over here. A storage right here for the... What is this for? This is for the raw cassava. And we will tell them to obtain. You know what? I'm actually going to make this a big storage. Which makes me think that I should make this a big storage too. Yeah, let's do that. So let's expand this by 1. And then we can go big storage, big storage. Like that. And this will be for cassava, and this will be for soybeans, I believe is what that was for. Yep, perfect. Nothing to do in range. Well, that's because nothing's done. Alright. So let's just continue to dynamite out along here. And then we can continue to destroy some stuff. Get some dynamite up here. Plant some oaks in there. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. We did get a bunch of berries now, which is awesome. So we actually have a ton of berries now. Our population should be cruising. They are 14 vacancies in Fall City. Still 25 in Hillview, which is not great. And then 12. Kind of thinking that we need a few more beavers. So let's come in here and let's transfer from Fall City. 5, 6. What does that leave us with? 1 builder. Okay, that's actually kind of perfect. Yeah, I'll take 1 builder. That is a good number. Okay. So what are some other things that we can do? Well, we got all this dynamite laid. So let's blow it up. And then we need to start walking these stairs back. And then that's max depth. So what we can do... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that will get us 3 more of the water pumps, which will be perfect. So we'll start to serve our purpose. And then if we come over here, I think it is time that we start to build another large water tank. So these are the construction projects that we are going to be working on. And let's see, what are these guys working on? Okay, so they are currently building this area. I'm just going to go ahead and delete those resources because they are not exactly important. But then if we also come over here, I'm going to prioritize this little area so that we can actually get down in there and start to lay the groundwork of where this power is going to run. And as far as how the power is going to get over there, I do not really know. Like, I could have it run all the way through here. I could have it take more of a direct route. It's kind of interesting. Also, is there a better way to lay these out? Let me see. So if I grab the number cruncher, yeah, this would work. You can actually just make them like a solid block. So if I delete those, if I just make these my first, wow, they fit absolutely perfectly. That cannot be a coincidence. It just can't. But that's awesome. If that's the case, if we're going to have number crunchers in there, I'm going to put the shrubs in just because who knows? Might not ever be able to get back to them. You know? Priorities. I do think that we can reach these. Yes, we can. Okay. So they're building this. We're good on planks, which is great. Are we good on planks in Hillview? Yes, we are. We're totally good on planks. We do have a drought coming in, which is interesting. Let's go ahead. Let's prioritize this storage. And then I'm also going to shift over just a couple more beavers, giving them a nearly full complement of builders. And then we can continue to dynamite away these stairs, getting another big chunk of water stored up. Okay, perfect. They are coming over here and building these platforms, which is not exactly what I had wanted. Let's work on this. This ridiculousness. So we can get this built. And I actually kind of think that they can build down through here. But I could be completely wrong. Anyway, how are we going to get the power over here? That is the question. And I kind of think it should just come like right in here. So if we were to do that, we would need 2 platforms there, 1 there. And it's just going to be a... No, that is so inefficient. I just can't even. Cannot even. Let's see. If we did something like this. Turn there. Let's see. We're going to turn there. Turn there. And we're literally just going to follow this. We're going to follow this all the way. And then we will go up. We go up there. I don't know. We'll run it. We'll run it like this for now, and see how far we can. See how far we get, and then hopefully by the time this is done, we will actually have some of the number crunchers built, so that we can start to see what we got going on. Yeah. I think that will work. Okay, these are going to be fermented cassava. So, these are going to be what priority? Highest. And then let's make sure that we prioritize all of this. And you know what? We can prioritize the shrubs too. Because let's focus on things that are actually important. As far as real raw cassava goes, we have an extreme amount. Now, I am going to start to delete these. So let's get those picked up. And then we can delete these power wheels. We can get those picked up. And then we can actually, after we plant some more kohlrabi in here, we can actually go ahead and... What was I gonna say? Well, I mean, these should be working. Do I want to prioritize these by haulers? Maybe not. Let's focus on the water being prioritized by haulers. What I think I will do is I'll probably set both of these storage facilities to be prioritized by haulers. I just think that that will make sense. Anyway, the drought is upon us, so let's go ahead, pause a bunch of these. And then we will allow these to keep pumping, and we are almost completely full of water over here on Oasis Atoll, which is perfect, because that is literally their whole purpose. Their whole purpose is to build, or to pump water, which is great. You know, I mean, I'm really excited that it seems to be working as intended. But anyway, let's get our little strategic dynamite in here, and then let's let our beavers just continue to do what they're doing. As far as planks go, ooh, not that many here in Fall City. Up here in our future forestry district, things are going well. They are going according to plan. We can go ahead and get some stairs up here, and then maybe a path, so that we can get some dynamite laid. Go ahead and delete those stairs. Yes, and things are going well in the forest district. Unfortunately, actually, these oaks will live, which is very exciting. As far as power goes, oof, we are not supplying enough, so we need another engine. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Get a power shaft. Highest priority. And then we will also need to build this platform so that we can get a little bit more power running down here to our fermenters, so that we can start getting stuff built. These guys are having to go really far to get to the cassava. They're having to go all the way up here, which is ridiculous, obviously. That is obviously ridiculous. So if we can go ahead and get this built, then we should be able... This will give us more power here. These will allow us to ship the cassava over here, generally, which will be huge. And then we should be pretty much golden on the cassava production for quite a while, when you think about it. Okay, so how are we doing? A lot of this stuff is getting built. Let's go ahead and get a power shaft there. And then if we come through here, let's prioritize this. I just want that to get built before we completely, carry on with this project. Because it's much easier to delete this and start to build on this platform underneath than it is to, basically the more that we have to delete, the more annoying it is, obviously. Okay. I am going to, let's unmark this area for cutting. Maybe also this area. So these will serve the pine resin. And then these pines will be able to be cut. They'll also kind of serve the resin. But I do want some that are completely dedicated to the resin game, as it were. Let's see, they got no gears. No gears. And I don't even know if we have any gears over here. Very few. We do need to get the gear shop back operational in Hillview so that we can continue the progress of success. Population is growing very steadily in Fall City, and honestly, Fall City is just going to kind of act as like the feeder of population, if you will. It's not it's just there's no way around it, really. One thing that I am curious of is this scrap metal going to make it all the way over here? I do not know. And one thing that we might do to help it along is to build a storage facility for scrap metal, and we can tell it to obtain goods from other warehouses, and then hopefully they'll just be able to carry it over there. Don't know. That's pretty far, if we're being honest. It is pretty far. But anyway. Okay, so how are we doing? We're lacking the power, obviously. That is okay. We are getting some dynamite laid. Very exciting. Our pumps are working. We're doing totally fine on water, which is great. We do have 2 injured beavers, both in Hillview. They can carry on with whatever their illnesses are. They will get there eventually. We got these laid, which is super exciting. So let's go and get those out of here. And then let's get rid of this. And then if we go ahead and put in a triple and a down, get both of those on the highest priority, and then we can connect those up, and then we will actually have our power ready to go. So let's get that built, and then let's start to get some of this power shaft built over to this area. I'm really excited to get those number crunchers up and running. Hopefully we can do that in the next episode. I do think that we're getting pretty close on time, so we might have to call it this episode. I'm just trying to figure out, is there anything else that I really wanted to see get done? Unfortunately, I don't know. This might get done in this episode. But then again, I'm not sure. Anyway, guys, this is probably going to bring us to the end of this episode. If you made it this far, definitely consider leaving a like and a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. And it's just motivating to see, and it's really good for the video engagement. So I would appreciate a like and a comment. Costs you nothing, but it helps me out a lot. Also, if you made it this far and you enjoyed the series, definitely consider subscribing to stay up to date on this series as well as others. We are steadily growing our subscribers, and I'm really excited for it. Also, if you're feeling extra generous and willing, you guys can check out my Patreon. You'll get access to my save files. And it's just, a way to help out the channel so I can get more videos out. Anyway, see you guys in the next episode. Until then, have a great day. Thanks.